Hi. Hi. How are you now?
I'm fine. Managing.
Why do you?
Because don't allow me to give you 7 hours voice note of how I really am. Hey, good, but I'm fine. We thank God.
Is the pressure getting worse, sir?
Financial pressure. Yes.
All right. Kane, thank you so much for joining me on this show. You're not a stranger to this show, so I should not even be telling you welcome. In fact, you're now a family member as far as I'm concerned. So there's no password, there's no point welcoming you on this show. You're not new to us.
On the show.
You're not new to us. You're not a stranger. So
yeah.
Thank you for gracing us once again with your appearance on this show.
Thank you for bringing me on.
Thank you so much for joining us. For those who don't know you, I'm going to be reading out your profile. But I need you to hear me and correct me in case I'm wrong in any way. Are you ready?
All right.
All right. So, Izukanne Emembolu, pharmacist in view, public health enthusiast, entrepreneur, correct that, pharmapreneur, fashionista, public speaker.
That's right.
A podcaster, and an advocate
How did you know?
for mental health. I've always been following you. I think I'm following you on every social media platform that ever existed. I truly admire your work. I'm a secret admirer of yours. Let me just put it out there. I love what you do, especially the parts of where you advocate for mental health. There are things you do, and I'm like, wow, this girl is a super house. She's a superpower. And you always give this girl positive vibe. You always give this black girl magic attitude. You always
you know the vibes. You know the vibe.
You always give that, yes, I am female and I can do whatever I set my mind to attitude. And I'm like, okay, period. Go girl. Period. That's really, really fun. And I think for someone who does this kind of thing, I'm sure you should have a lot of admirers, like both male, both female. I don't know, do you ever have people walk up to you and be like, oh, I love what you do. How do you do it?
Yes, I do. People, message me and say, I like what you do, especially events hosting. Okay. Like when I host events in school and people are like, how do you do it? You're not shy and you carry the crowd along, all of that. Someone actually even told me to like start event hosting professionally. If I don't do it, she's going to kill me. So I get people telling me, I like how you do this, you're good at this, and all of that.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, do you mentor people? Like, do you have people that you mentor, you guide?
I don't think I've reached the level of mentoring someone. I'm looking for a mentor like this. But I know that I love when I see somebody and I think they can actually do better. So I tend to talk to them because at least from the things I've done, I've had quite some experience and I can tell you, okay, no, do it like this. Because in as much as there are no rules to life, there are some principles. There are things that most have done and it worked out for them. So I'm going to tell you, I think you should do it like this. I think you should do this. I don't miss a chance to tell a younger fellow that you should do something like this or not do it like this. Whenever I approach a creative or anybody that is firing, I will try to talk to them. But to give you proper mentorship, I don't think I'm at that level yet.
Let me just tell you the truth. The fact that you can tell someone do this in this way, you don't know you're actually mentoring them, but it's in an indirect form. It's not as if maybe every time they come to you and you give them advice, but the fact that you tell them, okay, do this, and for them to like come up to you and ask you, okay, what do you think? Should I go about this in this way? It means they really value your opinion and they really look up to you. For them to come and ask you, oh, what do you think about this thing? What do you think I should do about it? How do you think I should go about it? They really value your opinion, and you giving them that idea, that information is an indirect way of you mentoring them, whether they know it or not. If after having all this profile, I'm really curious, do you feel pressured most of the time?
A little, but recently I don't allow pressure get to me, because right, but I've now relaxed and let things just happen. I mean, I used to be so scared of, oh, people are going to see me as inconsistent by the time I do this today and I'm not doing it tomorrow. But ever since I stopped thinking about people and thinking about myself, it's way easier. They don't know my process. They don't understand my process. It's my journey and I have to face it alone. For me, consistency is no longer showing up back to back. Consistency is, if I show up, things go wrong and I'm not able to show up tomorrow, I still try to show up next tomorrow. For me, that's consistency. What matters is that I'm showing up, that I'm not giving up. So with that mindset, I no longer allow pressure get to me. I just do things at my own pace. And the most important thing is that I don't stop at it. I might not be doing it frequently as opposed to, being all that, but I'm trying to be doing it. It might not be frequently, but I'm trying to be doing it. So I just work at my own pace and I try not to compare myself to some other person, because most times I realize that in the past, what used to give me pressure is comparison, and comparison, they say, is the thief of joy. So I try not to compare myself with anybody, because nobody's like me, nobody's doing it like me. So I try not to compare. And sometimes when you come online and this person is firing, you might not just know when they started. That might not be that building stage. That might be the stage where they are reaping. So you start comparing yourself with someone that is already reaping when you're still in your foundational stage. That's why I no longer try to look at anybody, because I don't know what stage they are at. They are not carrying me along. I don't know their process. So I also like to think that people don't know my process. So I shouldn't, pressurize myself with whatever they think or whatever is going on with them. So
you know what? I feel that is one of the biggest problems people have, especially with the existence of social media. People feel pressure to do things a certain way just to be at a level they feel somebody is already at. They don't know that people's stories are different. Processes may not be the same. And I've always wanted to know, do you think the internet has had a positive effect or a negative effect on society today?
Everything that has advantage has disadvantage. So do I think that social media have positive impact? Yes. Do I think that it has negative impact? Yes. But I'm trying to decide which of the impacts is more, whether it's a positive or negative. Because the positive impact is that it enables you to have a wider reach. There are some, like, let me say, online courses. You will not have been able to get access to those institutions without, the internet. There are people you probably wouldn't have met or been able to reach out without the internet. Mm-hmm. So it gives you a wider reach. And also your craft, you will not be able to sell your craft to some people without the internet. Internet has made things easier for us. But at the same time, I don't know if it has made things safer for us, because the way it affects mental health, I mean, if there was no internet, you won't be looking at other people's lives so much. Do you get? Mm-hmm. Everybody will be in their own house doing their own thing. There wouldn't be a lot to, look at. And there wouldn't also be this avenue for people to be trolling people. If you want to say anything to anybody, you would have to meet them face to face. But with internet, everybody's a warrior behind the keypad and they're saying all sorts of things to people. With the internet too, there seems to be more scam. People are doing all these online transactions. People are pretending to be a business venture and someone pays to them and they block them. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I really wonder if the internet is doing more. Plus the whole addiction, because I feel like this internet, maybe it should be looked into. We should actually do a research on where the addiction part is coming, because it has this addiction. Once you start using Instagram, all these social media, once you start using them, the more you want to use them. And the more you also, there's this certain, what do I call it? You don't even know when it's getting to you, but at the same time, it's more like you want to impress. Do you get? So I don't know if the negative impact is more. I think I would say it's more. The negative impact is more.
Okay, this is one question I've always been curious to ask you. Do you have a celebrity crush?
So I have a celebrity crush. I do have. I think my celebrity crush is Whiskey.
Hey.
Matala, wherever you are.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, as a mental health advocate, have you actually met people that have been challenged with mental health? And do you have people talk to you about their mental health problems? Or do you have any organization you work with, or do maybe volunteering work, and maybe that supports people that have mental health challenges?
I have volunteered with a number of organizations, but I don't think any of them had something to do with mental health. Pink Health is about women fighting breast cancer. Loss and Aid is about helping the less privileged, helping them get access to education. Which other organization? Farmer Incubation is a mentorship platform. I don't think I have volunteered with any organization that has something to do with mental health. So my mental health journey is a personal journey that talk to me about their mental health. Yes, I am not a professional as to, give professional advice, but the most I can do is to be there for that person as a friend. Most times, what actually leads to all these, the whole mental health patients going to commit suicide is because they don't have someone to talk to. So I try to be as non-judgmental as possible. People share their, situation or problems with you. So I try to be that, and I try to be a good listener. It's not a time to say, oh, do you know the one that happened to me? It's not a time to say, oh, that's small now. It's not a time. Everybody's feeling is valid. So the most I can do is to listen to them. And if I have anything to say, I say it. So right now, I'm just at the basis of being there for people and trying to use my platform as something that provides help, but I still need to improve on that. So by the time I improve on that, I hope to be able to, do more.
I wanted to ask you, of all the challenges society is facing, why were you specific with mental health? But then you've already answered the question, because you feel it's one of the challenges of the society, and you try, like you said, you try not to be judgmental with people and everything that is going on with them. But I think that question answers that itself. So I'm going to ask you, let's go over to K fashion and K accessories. Am I wrong?
No. K accessories and K fabrics. Yes, K accessories is currently answering K fashion shop. Okay. But I'm going to change it to K accessories.
Okay. So you're going to be all those business tycoons that will have, the main thing is they have your name attached to it. Then whatever it is that business is all about comes at the suffix. K fabrics, K accessories,
yeah,
K this, K that, K cosmetics, K fragrances.
Yes.
K all the way.
We are building an empire.
Yay! Let's go. Don't worry, we are with you all the way. We are just hailing you and backing you up all the way. I'm really, really proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. At least I look at some events, or some people, once I go, oh, how about this? What of Kanye? Would you rather say, Kanye is there? And I'm like, these days, if I'm not even surprised when they tell me that, oh, Kanye is doing this, it's Kanye, she will nail it. Don't worry yourself. So because even when I had to sit with a group of persons, I don't know if I told you, I had to sit with a group of persons, and I was like, this series, I want it to be something limited. I don't want to have everybody, and everyone has something they're doing. Like, I know you already messaged me, you said you had somewhere to be today, but still thank you for making the time out for us. And I was like, who would I get on this show? Who would sit down with me, who would have that time to communicate with me? And do you know, the first person on the list was Kanye. They didn't even argue with. They were like, put Kane, she will do it. They didn't even tell me to say, okay, ask Kane if she would do it. It was like, put Kane there, she would do it. I was like, hey.
I'm always ready.
Always ready, always repping anywhere.
Aside from the fact that it's video content creation, I love video content creation. I love speaking. I am always willing to do something. You know, like I want to do something. So
well, I'm happy, and I'm happy with what you're doing. I pray for bigger steps, bigger achievements for you. And for organizations that are looking for a volunteer in especially anything health related, please, Izukanne is your go girl. I can say you've had experiences with volunteering because you do it a lot. I see most of your photos online, and I see most organizations. I'll be like, in fact, do you know I got to know some organizations from you that existed? It's not as if I've heard of them before, but by the minute you post, I'll be like, you now post their name and what they're about. I'll just go and read that. It's okay, which organization is this? Let's know where this girl is taking us to. Make sure not carry us where we don't know.
I'm glad.
All right, I'm going to play a game with you before we end this call. I'm going to give you two options from just general things, and you tell me which one you prefer the most. You won't explain, or just tell me which ones you prefer the most. Then after answering all the questions, I cannot ask you why you chose this over this. Are you ready?
All right.
Okay, so savings or investments?
Investments.
Fall in love or $1 million?
Okay. Oh, this is a tricky one. Okay, fall in love.
Okay. Be an expert in one thing or be good at many things?
Be an expert in one thing.
All right. Clothes or jewelries?
Jesus Christ. You're just giving me very tough options.
Make your choice.
Jewelries.
Okay, jewelries. Pharmacy or fashion?
Pharmacy.
Fall in love or $1 million?
Yes, now. Yes. Okay, should I explain that? You said I should explain that.
Yeah, explain, please. Fall in love or $1 million?
Okay, I'm going to choose to fall in love because, like I said, it might be a billionaire. So, and even if it's not a billionaire, we can both work and make money. $1 million can finish. We can make more than that. Do you get? But if I choose $1 million, not only will I have just $1 million, I will not be able to experience the beautiful thing of love. So I'll pass.
Look at our lover girl. All right. I asked you be an expert in one thing or be good at many things, and you chose be an expert in one thing. Why?
Because I'm already good in many things. God has given me that talent. But sometimes I wish I can narrow it down to one. Sometimes I wish there is this particular thing I can choose, because people have more confidence in someone that is an expert in one thing than someone that's good in many things, because they feel like you're not, there's a difference between someone that is focused on one thing and someone that they just feel like they'll feel like in a biariaka. That's a notion I want to change anyway. But like, it's just normal human mentality to go with the person that is an expert in one thing. You always call that person in that part. When it comes to that thing, you already know this person is going to take care of it for you than maybe giving someone that is good at many things. So,
all right. Then I asked you clothes or jewelries. You said
jewelries.
Because you sell fabrics. I think I've seen you wear clothes very well, and you sell jewelry. So why jewelries?
Well, jewelry is because, I mean, imagine having to wear clothes without jewelry. The shine is not there, the luster is not there. Plus, I feel like jewelries are more beneficial in the sense that, I mean, you cannot compare a diamond to a clothes. Highest, you buy one clothes 100,000, but you fit get diamond of how many millions that you can sell and make more money.
You're a
Or that you can use.
very typical Igbo girl, honestly.
Call Igbo, call
I've,
Igbo.
I've always heard this Igbo girls like money version Igbo, and I would like, it's not all of them. But you see this, your thinking. Only your thinking alone is worth $1 million. Oh
Please,
my
my
God.
dear.
So I said pharmacy or fashion. I wasn't going to make this thing easy for you in any way because I wanted to know these are
You
things
did
I know
not.
you love. I know you
Thank
love
you.
them.
You did not make it easy for me in any way.
So it's either pharmacy or fashion, and still you came back and you chose pharmacy. But why? Can I ask why?
I chose pharmacy because let me say fashion is something I can always dress up and look good. You get dress up and look good for myself and be happy with myself, and people will know that this girl loves fashion. You understand? But pharmacy is more of my career, my job. I dress up looking nice and go to a job. It's not easy to make a job out of fashion, and you can't really, the pay is not the same thing. You get paid more in pharmacy than in fashion. I'm not saying that people don't get paid in fashion, but how many of them? And it takes more to, rise. So fashion is not, I'm not even sure I like that pharmacy like that though, but it's not always what you like that you take more serious.
Oh my God.
You take the one that is paying you. Igbo girl, thank you.
Kani, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it too.
All right, so I'm going to be.
I feel like people are going to watch this video and they're going to be this kind of stuff. See, I promise you guys, it's not about the money. Money is not everything. I'm just trying to survive. Okay, I'm just trying to make healthy choices for my offspring. All right. Thank you for your understanding.
Well, I hope they understand it because men, they're in Nigeria. We all know how things are now in the country. So I don't think anybody has a right to come up to you and say, why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? Please, they should keep their opinions to themselves.
They should. It doesn't even matter if they do. I'm just,
just be free with
yourself.
I
mean, if they
you
can walk
being
up
you
to
is
me,
you.
walk
It's
up
not
to me. What do you want to say? I like money, don't you?
I like money too. All right, Kanye, I'm going to be ending this meeting, okay?
We need to tell them to subscribe. Guys, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share with your friends. Let us know in the comment section other people you would like to see on this show. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much, Kanye. Thank you, love. Bye.
All right, you're welcome. Bye.